Welcome to Metro Vancouver Close-Up, the showcase for municipal and local initiatives that are helping build a livable region. Strong town centres include transportation and pedestrian choices, places to live and work, shops and services, and arts venues also bring vibrancy to a town centre. Planners in Surrey recently gave the city centre neighbourhood exactly that type of boost. Surrey City Hall put culture on centre stage during the provincial launch of Culture Days, a nationwide festival of free and interactive arts.
It's a fantastic day. We were really excited when we were asked to do the launch by the Culture Days task force, and so we're very honoured.
Media and arts community leaders met for the kickoff event in Surrey's new City Hall atrium and specially designed council chambers, which easily transform into a stage.
It's wonderful to be here in Surrey, Canada today, especially this auspicious day when we unleash these Culture Days on Canada.
Surrey City Hall is located in the Central City neighbourhood, which features SkyTrain service, a university, shopping, a new library, and new housing developments.
We did a major cultural plan in 2012. One of the elements of that plan was to decentralize art services to the various city centres throughout Surrey. This is an opportunity for us to put on an event here in Surrey Centre, which is a fairly significant arts event. We have a number of interactive art activities. Surrey's Praise Team hip-hop dance group. The City of Surrey's Heritage Services reenactors.
Oh yes, but mind the uniforms.
We also have some music performances.
I hope you can.
Go to bc.culturedays.ca to see the participants and activities in the free annual autumn event. Metro Vancouver manages air quality in the region, and one strategy to reduce greenhouse gas emissions is the development of infrastructure that makes cycling a viable choice over a vehicle. Policies in Burnaby are making cycling and walking lead components in their town centre developments. Traffic. It's bad, and it's getting worse. Bumper-to-bumper congestion releases harmful greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, adding fuel to the argument that getting people out of their cars can be of significant benefit to our environment.
There's been an enormous amount of redevelopment in Burnaby over the last 3 years.
A recent cycling conference featured the city of Burnaby. It is the first municipality in Metro Vancouver to require developers to install infrastructure for cyclists and pedestrians, as well as rainwater management for projects being built in Burnaby's 4 town centres.
Burnaby is the first place to have actually adopted a set of standards that incorporates all of these different functions within a street. All of these frontages are redeveloped by developers, and so it's an affordable option for the community.
A key motivator for the new standards is safety. UBC professor Kay Teskey, who also spoke at the conference, learned through her research that bike lanes separated from traffic and pedestrians would encourage more people to get on their bikes.
What our research showed is that if you build for the people who are the most reluctant, you're also successfully building for the commuter cyclist.
In Burnaby, the new frontages require a curbside lane to allow people to get out of their cars safely, followed by a wide bicycle track, then a rain garden so the street deals with its own stormwater, and finally a generously sized pedestrian sidewalk and some seating.
The biggest surprise for us was learning that developers were actually coming forward and saying, hey, can I do this in front of my building? I know I only finished it 5 years ago, but I'd love to see this in front of my building.
It's hoped these new safer street plans will be in place soon at all 4 of Burnaby's town centres. In New Westminster, waste collection was centre stage at an outdoor music festival. It's part of the region-wide shift to food waste recycling programs, which are expected to help push waste diversion rates well above the 60% rate achieved in 2013. The streets are blocked off for a party that's all about food, fun, and live music.
Uptown Live is a street party. We started it about 3 years ago, and it's just a lot of fun. It's built around the music, and we've got such great music in BC.
This year, one of the event sponsors wanted to try something new.
Van City approached us this year and said, we want to be involved, but we definitely want you to partner with Green Chair Events and Recycling Alternative and make Uptown Live a zero waste event.
What some might consider garbage is now being sorted and recycled.
In the kiosks that are set up around the event, you can put waste in different compartments. When they get filled, we take them backstage and they go through everything. So some may be compost, some may be paper, bottles, cans, recyclables, everything. It's broken down and then diverted.
When the public is unsure of which bins to use, a volunteer is available to help them.
All events should take a look at themselves and say, what are we doing in terms of waste management? And it's an important question because events leave a lot of waste. And the City of New Westminster have been great as well. They're partnering as well to make this happen today and do it properly. We're going to continue this initiative for as long as possible. I think it's the way to go. It shows the attendees that we really care about keeping the site clean and that we're conscious of where all this waste is going.
Following decades of urban disruption, many salmon-bearing streams in the region are now being restored. A key element is volunteer time and expertise, coupled with municipal support. In West Vancouver, one of their 22 streams was recently enhanced at the foot of 19th Street. This new rocky berm has given a West Vancouver creek a better connection to high-tide ocean water, and salmon are expected to benefit.
That was the idea behind this project, was to create 80 meters of new stream bed. To build this took 200 truckloads of material. We had two large excavators here creating it. They had to excavate down. They lined it. They put a proper fabric liner in there. They built material on it so we don't lose our stream into the deeper rock.
Over time, the seawall and urban development altered the natural shoreline so that creek water fanned out from the culvert, too shallow for migrating salmon to access on all but the highest of tides, which occur only once every 2 weeks.
What existed here before is where the stream emptied out over a sill. It was just braided and went into the ocean. There was no stream bed. There was no defined path. As they mill around for 2 weeks waiting for that opportunity, seals will target them. We have otters, river otters in the area, and of course there's a sports fishery as well.
During heavy rains, this rocky trench will contain the stream water so that it meets up with each day's high tide, and salmon can easily enter.
They're going to come straight in the creek and head up. If we could get 20 to 30 pairs of salmon, that would be considered a huge success.
The stream bed was a collaborative effort.
The district's role was to coordinate the project. The stream keepers did all the hard work to fundraise and organize the funding for the project. And we hired the trades folks and the coordinator and the marine biologist and the coastal engineer to do the design work and get the trucks organized.
The stream bed project grew out of another stewardship group's effort, which focuses on protecting the shoreline with rocks and boulders.
This is a perfect example of stewardship groups coming together and working in collaboration with the district.
In fact, there isn't a plan or a project that takes place without working in collaboration, in close collaboration with our community groups.
Within the province, it's an icon. It's absolutely delightful to think so many people care about salmon.
Get more stories at metrovancouvervideos.org. Thanks to the municipalities, community groups, and individuals who shared their input. I'm Dagmar Timmer.